Good evening, everyone. I'm hoping that y'all can hear me well. My internet connection is barely holding on. I've got one thread. It says my connection is unstable. So if you guys tell me there whether you can hear and see me well or not, I'm curious. Give me that 5x5 if so. And while we're getting the show set up and everything, I want to let you know that I am Bill, and you are watching Late Night on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. And I've got a show planned, and I'm still actually doing pre-show while the show is going on. Let me bring in my co-host, MOTU Jonezer. What's going on there, Jonezer? You doing
Not
all right?
much. Yeah, I'm ready for some weird, fantastic adventures tonight here. I got my coffee mug ready, and I just barely walked in the door before showtime. And you know how it is.
I absolutely do know how it is. I don't know if you caught the private chat I sent you, but I said, yes, I am uploading part 3 right now. Also, we'll be uploading more crap while the show is going on. I am crazy. Also, hopped up on caffeine.
Well, if anybody's skilled enough to pull this off, Bill, I'm pretty sure it's you. So we're gonna make it happen.
Yep, we'll see what happens. All right, let's hit the chat real quick before I shout out the Patreons, and let's see who all's here. So I like Salt showed up, says looking forward to the show. So am I. Can't wait. I need to learn about these damn newfangled things that they call computers that are baffling me. What do you do with them anyway? What are they for? Masterversal Toy Hunter, our friend Mr. Eldor from Eternia has shown up. Evening, chaps, he says. Sue Studio is here with us. Wants to know how it's going. Well, I'll tell you. I had to go to work today. They called me in yesterday and said, hey, can you work tomorrow? And I said, show me the gold and put it across my palm, and I will do whatever you ask. So that's what I did. And came home tired. I meant to come down here and start the pre-show as soon as I got home, but I plopped down in front of the TV to eat a snack and watch a little YouTube beforehand and wound up going to sleep. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
Well,
I like Salt. Yeah, I got a little rest. I like Salt says I will take some photos of my little car collection for Bill for a little fill-in. Well, I told I like Salt how to contact me on a contact form. I don't just give out my email, especially over the live airways, because am I back?
Yeah, you got a little choppy there, but I think I got the gist of it. You don't like to give your email out across the airwaves, so you like to do it privately through DM.
Yeah, I got a contact form on my blog. It's easy to contact me using that contact form. The email it sends to is a different email from my personal email address, but if I know who you are, I'll get back to you with my real email address, and then you can contact me however you want to. Yeah. Adam is here. Hey, Adam, good to see you, Mr. Radical Toys. Hey, gang, he says. Adam had a pretty good show today. You know, the new Snake Mountain is up for pre-order on Amazon, but you have to go to it through the web page. You can't go to it on the phone app.
That was why I couldn't get it. And man, I was trying like heck to get that.
I'm serious. All right. So if you go over to Hebro's page, he's got the link to it. Do it on your computer, not your phone. Go to the app, sign in. I mean, go to the site, put it in your cart, sign in, and then check out, and it'll work.
Why would that be?
It don't make no sense. It don't make a damn bit of sense. But look, I checked it out. After I had it pre-ordered, I went back to my phone and opened the app up, and I could see it there where I'd pre-ordered it. And you know how you can click on it and bring the listing back up again? When I clicked on it to bring the listing back up, the little puppy dog said, oops, an error occurred.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know that, it may be one of those things where they put it up too soon, but it's in an area where we can still get to it. And they fucked up, and they better fucking honor the damn order. That's all I got to say.
Right. I saw Adam's video. I was actually right in the middle of making my video, and I saw the pop-up Snake Mountain ability to order, and I like immediately closed out of everything I was doing, because in Adam's video it said Entertainment Earth. I went there. Okay, not there. I went to Big Bad, not there. I tried Amazon, not there. And I'm like, man, what I do wrong? Now I know.
You opened it with your phone. That's what you did wrong. You got to go to Amazon's website. Matter of fact, the only way to find it is to go to that link. You got to go directly using the link that Hebro's got. You can't even search for it. So
Yeah,
I don't know
right
I don't know how it got leaked out, but I think what it is, it's not live, but it is. In other words, the link is not being given out, but the damn site's live, so they better honor this.
Well, I'll be staying tuned to whether or not they cancel you.
Yeah, and Sue Studio says, "Let's get ready to rumble." That was when the pre-show had just started, and Ben Stutley has shown up here. Hey Ben, what's going on, man? All the best, Bill. We're fantastic, all in chat. Nice intro. I'm expecting Jay Leno now. Not Jay Leno. It'd be more like David Letterman. I stole his intro for the original Late Night with David Letterman, which was a better show than his late show was. And Gojatron says 5x5 so far. All right. Well, that's good. Good to know. I'm not all pixelated and everything. I hope I'm clear as a bell, because my internet connection says it is unstable and has been unstable ever since I started. And it's probably because I'm still uploading part 3 to the Family Guide to Computers. Let's go to the comments. The comments have been going crazy ever since we got in. All right, going up. Let's see. Good here, says Susudio. Susudio says hello to you, Jonezer.
Hello.
And let's see what Eldor says. On tonight late night show, we have Bill the Magnificent and MOTU Jonezer the wise, our fellow Eternians from far off lands. Very good.
You may be giving me too much credit there, Eldor.
I don't know. Wild Bills, weird times, and wonderful toys. Come on down, folks, says Johnny Sorensen. Good to see you, Johnny. It says, I am not loony. Filled it out all good. Okay, cool. And Johnny has the link here now. Johnny, I don't know if you are a mod or not. I can't remember, but if that link is not live, I guess you can cut and paste it, maybe. But you're gonna have to do it on a computer. And Chris, what's up, man? Heading to bed, work in the morning. Yeah, I know how that goes. Just wanted to stop by and say, hey, Bill and MOTU Jonezer, have a good stream. Thank you, sir. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you, sir. Go get that cheddar, baby. Go get that money.
Yeah. Johnny says the link didn't work for him. Maybe that's because you're overseas and not over here. I don't know, because, but there it is. And I like Salt says it's an error. Okay.
Most likely.
Gojatron pre-ordered his Mountain of Snakes. Oh, so did I. And yes, I have one in my cart at the moment at Amazon. I am not a bot. Well, I know that. I hope that that didn't wasn't anything on my page that accused you of that. Amazon may have jumped the gun. Pre-orders were supposed to be next week. Aha. That's what happened. Now, what I'm hoping is, like I said, all of us who went ahead and pre-ordered it, we better not get our fucking orders canceled. I will be pissed. Hey, it's still showing that link that I got off of Adam. Okay. What else? Adam's video. Okay. And usually unavailable means they instantly sold out what they had or took the page down again. I think what happened is like Gojatron says that Amazon probably jumped the gun, that pre-order page wasn't supposed to go up until next week, and that somehow it got live, and some enterprising individual in our community got hold of the URL for it through nefarious means.
You gotta love this community. We look out for each other, don't we?
I mean, and moving on down, Ted Mielik has showed up. Hello there, sir. Hey. All right, so that kind of catches me up on the chat, I think. Let's see, Gojatron says this link will work through your phone's web browser. Yes, it will. It'll work through the phone's web browser, but it will not work with the Amazon app. I checked it again just now, and it's live again, and you can add to the cart. Woo! All right. So no telling why it keeps going up and down. Hell, it went down with Hebrew while he was showing it off right now. Johnny says he ordered himself one right now. Good deal, man. All right. So real quick, I want to shout out the Patreons. I haven't done that yet because I was catching up on chat. So let me get up here and let me go down here and shout these Patreons out. Here are the Patreons. Special thanks to these supporters. Grindhead Jim, who has officially moved into his new apartment. I can't wait to see the next toy grinds to see how that looks. Of course, our friend over at Largo's Lair, Jim Largo. Pope, who has notoriously been absent. I'm sure he's been busy. Rolo at Masters Maniac Mexico, who I gave a link to so he could come in and be with us tonight, but I haven't heard back from him. I don't know what's going on with him. He hasn't been with me in a couple of days. Excuse me. Will McLaughlin, that would be Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. Yes, yes. And Bjorn Jorgensen, who is conspicuously absent tonight. Our majestic friend. Maybe he will show up a little later. Johnny Sorensen, who's here tonight. OBS, who is conspicuously absent tonight. Sir Clifton, who just had a show earlier today and probably is trying to rest up from that. He may show up. We don't know. Gojatron, I see you there, Goji. You're in the house tonight. The Melvor, who still didn't get his fucking bags from Grindhead Jim, even though he helped him move. Yay. And Chris Tremblett from Everything's Plastic Collectibles and Reviews, who's with us right now. Thank you, everyone. And let me get back over here. And let me get Jonezer back up on the screen here with me. And Ruski Relaxation. Hello, sir. Ruski, you need to get with me, man, because I need to figure out what's going on with you, dude. You're letting them damn trolls get to you, man, and you're feeding them. Ignore that shit. Do not feed them. Do not answer them back. Do not make videos, especially for them, so they can come in and play. Let them do their shit on their channels and ignore it as if it doesn't even exist. Please, man, don't let those guys get you. And Bjorn says he is here. Good to have you, Majestic One. I'm glad you're here. Keep an eye on things and make everybody make sure they're doing right. And OBS finally showed up. Hey, girl. And Ruski says it has been rough. Yes, I know it's been rough, man. I know how it goes. I've been through it. Not as bad as what you're doing because you're exasperating things, making it worse. Rolo was on Twitch with Marcos earlier today doing Resurrection Toy Stuff. Thanks, Goji. I appreciate that. Yeah, we do need to talk. I need to figure out what's going on and kind of steer you in the right direction. Yeah. Ben Stutley says, Bill, if you're testing again tonight, I just wanted to add that Jonezer is looking way sharper on the split screen than yourself at the moment. No criticism, just feedback. That's because Jonezer has a better internet connection than I do. I'm all pixelated to them because my internet still says that it is unstable. And it's probably because I'm still in the process of uploading a huge ass 10-minute video so that we can all play later tonight and watch how to use these freaking computers that are baffling me. I have a toothache. No fun tonight. Oh,
that ain't no fun at all.
Hell no. All right. There, the toothache. There's two things that will help. One is a painkiller called Advil. You take a couple of Advils, and it won't make the pain go away, but it'll dull it a little bit. And then, of course, the tried and true from our childhood, Ambisol. If you remember that, you stick that nasty tasting shit on your tooth, and it deadens it for about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Remember
like
that?
clove oil.
Mm-hmm.
Clove oil. You ever hear that?
But there is a cure for the toothache, and that's to have the tooth extracted by the fucking dentist. I had 3 up here on the upper back part. 2 of them were wisdom teeth, and the wisdom teeth got rotted, and one of them rotted the tooth next to it. And dentist said, "Oh, we can fix that with root canal." I said, "No. Root canals cost like $1,000, and no, you take the extraction tool and you extract them out of my mouth, and that cost is less." Yep, absolutely. Teeth is the worst. I'm infected. Took some
Oh,
antibiotics. Oh shit! If you're infected, you're. Oh yeah. You get no. Well,
yeah.
there is something that helps tooth pain. It's called extraction.
Honestly, and I'm not trying to scare her here, but like my cousin had some mouthful of bad teeth. He had a tooth infection, and he
Yeah.
waited to go. And when he finally went, he was in so much agony it wasn't even funny. But he was told that the infection was a blink away from going up into his brain and killing him. So
That,
I
and it
would not
also causes
mess around.
heart problems. Did you
I
know it
would not
causes
mess
heart
around.
problems?
Yeah, you can't. You can only ignore it so long.
Yep. Bjorn said he had a tooth extraction instead of a root canal too. Now, ladies.
Oh, Bill, you're little stuttered up here. He's coming back shortly. There we are. I see movement. Yes, we are live. Yes.
And it's going to be like that, folks, and it always will be, I think. But anyway, yeah, nothing helps teeth pain. And Bjorn Yerson had a tooth extraction to the root. Now, yeah, I know.
Oh man. Well, we got him again here. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. I can always tell when he comes back because he's moving. When he stops moving, it starts to
Yay!
happen.
Yeah, if you want to go through the expense of a root canal, ladies, you go right ahead. My wife did, and her teeth look perfectly fine. But us men don't give 2 craps, and I could just as soon have 2 teeth out here in the front, and I look like most of the people around here in Mississippi.
See, I got lucky. Mine are all spaced out, so I've barely even had a cavity in life. You know, I can get a brush in between them all.
Yeah, and that helps. But I brush my teeth all the time, and I have pretty good teeth. It wasn't until I was in my late 40s, early 50s that I had to have this damn teeth. I think I was 50 years old when I had these teeth extracted. So I think I'm doing good. Shit, Daddy had all his teeth took out and wore false teeth, tops and bottoms, before he was my age.
Yeah,
But
that is half life out of them.
Ben wants to know how to pronounce Bjorn Jorgensen's little greeting. It's pronounced sham bollocks. I think that's how it's pronounced. That's the way I pronounce it anyway. Just playing with you there, Bjorn. Oh, I messed up. My one tooth is like lower, had an infection, and it pushed the other one down. Ooh.
Oh.
Gojatron says dental advice. Oh, here we go. Shambolics. Okay. Dental advice, yes, yes. Let's see. Susudio says, if you know what tooth it is, take a tea bag and get it wet with hot water and place it on the tooth. This will draw the poison out. I had a dentist tell me that after I had a tooth pulled.
Wow.
Very good. Now, of course, that sounds a lot better than Fred Sanford's solution. If you remember, he had this thing wrapped around his head, and he had like all kinds of different cabbage and everything in there, rotted cabbage and everything up in there, and it had him a poultice around there, and that was supposed to help his tooth. I don't think it did, but yeah, don't do that. It's like $300 a tooth. I have to save up, so I'll go to the dentist and they'll give me a script for some antibiotics. Yeah, it's $300 a tooth for an extraction, I suppose, but it's like what, $2,000 or $3,000 for a damn root canal nowadays. It's getting ridiculous.
You know what gets me is can't they just treat a person and then bill them later? Like you got to come up with the cash up front. That don't seem right to me.
Yeah, they can, but I think well, my daughter went to have some wisdom teeth took out after she moved back into my house years and years ago, and didn't have any money and didn't have no job, and we decided that we would help her foot the bill, and the dentist gave us the option of doing a plan, but you had to sign up and let them run your credit and all that shit. And I said, no, I ain't doing that. And of course, Sarah didn't have any credit, so it didn't do no good for her to do it. So we just went on and paid it off. And then we extracted the money back out of Sarah. Gravity Falls. Okay, that's where this little thing comes from. We're going to have to check out Gravity Falls and see what that's all about. Shazam Bollocks, the magic word. Speaking of Shazam, have you seen the new Shazam movie?
I have not. I've seen the first one. I have not seen the sequel, nor have I seen the Black Adam.
I saw Black Adam. I saw Black Adam. It came on HBO Max.
I've got that. I just didn't watch it.
It was okay, but it wasn't my Black Adam by any means.
You know, it's kind of funny for someone like me to say, but I've almost gotten some superhero fatigue with movies. Like
everybody is.
Everybody is. Like they've kind of already made the good ones, and now it's just kind of like they're just throwing out everybody. It's like, you know, I waited my whole life for Hollywood to take it seriously, and now they finally did. Now I'm kind of wishing they take a step back.
Yeah, I think everybody's getting what's called cape fatigue. This happens all the time. Remember, cowboy movies were popular at one time. There were cowboy movies everywhere, and those went away. And then sci-fi movies were everywhere. Space, The Final Frontier, all that shit. And that got passe. Then it was crime dramas, and it just cycles out. So, of course, superheroes they've been making movies about superheroes now for damn near 20 years.
Yeah, coming up, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time now. So we'll see.
Well, you know what's funny is they can do so much with special effects now. But it's like, I remember when we got like, you know, like Ultraman or like something, you know, where it was kind of on the corny side. But, you know, those kind of had their own charm in their own way, you know, with them corny special effects. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, I did too. Bjorn says he lost interest in superhero movies after Endgame. You and 99.999% of the viewing public.
I think I lost interest in the middle of Endgame, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have superhero fatigue. I have all these movies suck fatigue. Goji, a man right after my own heart. Absolutely. All right, let's look over here and see. Oh, part 3 has uploaded. So that and I've got about everything I want to upload tonight uploaded. Let's check back with the comments one more time. Just got done watching the Batman TV series. Yeah, and I've got that on DVD. And they were showing it on MeTV at one time, but I think that finally petered out. You know, they rotate the shows off of there. And corny is better sometimes, or what do they call that? Campy.
I mean,
Yeah.
at least it was fun. They were fun when they were like that.
Well, camp has its place, and of course, some things can be funny, some things can be serious. You can also combine them. But the problem is that when they preachy and they trying to make some political point, it doesn't work. Nobody wants to be preached at. Nobody wants to have shit jammed down their throat. Uh, I mean, just make an entertaining movie, people. How hard is that?
No, there's been a few times where I've been watching and I'm like, man, I think I wrote a better He-Man story on my living room floor with my toys as a kid than what I've been getting. You know,
Absolutely.
it's just kind of sad.
Yes. All right. All right. So before we get to the real meat of tonight, there's I've got shorts and everything. I mean, it's a show tonight, man. We got stuff to do. All right. Once again, I'm going to show a little thing that showed on PBS years and years ago as a short. So imagine, if you will, that you're a small child waiting for Doctor Who to come on television probably at 10 o'clock at night. And Blake 7 just played before it, and Blake 7's episode ended early tonight. And so there's about a few minutes to kill before the Doctor Who show comes on. And so PBS decides to put in this little filler. Well, I've got it right here. It's called the Calypso Singer. A little piece of cartoon art. It is beautiful. I like it. We'll see what you guys think. And if you're watching the replay of this, go down in the comments and tell us what you think about this. You ready, Jonezer?
Absolutely.
Here we go. Pop that tape in the VCR and hit play.
That's some funny stuff. Oh no. That was some funny stuff too. I think Bill got a little stuck there. There, well, he's got the
Am I
key
moving
up.
again?
Oh, there you go. There you are. I hear you now.
All right.
Yeah, you were
like look like, yeah, that was funny one. I like that. Just something that I remember from being a kid. If you know, you go looking for it sometimes, if you know what I mean. I thought I'd share that with you guys tonight. And everybody's still just a chatting. So was that Harry Belafonte? Who was the bongo guy? No, I don't know if they used Harry Belafonte's voice in that or not. I hope they didn't get demonetized. Not that I monetized in the first place. But yeah, Harry Belafonte was the original singer of the Banana Boat song. I don't know who the bongo player was there in the video. Just probably some guys that were just getting paid on scale, more than likely. Yeah, Max Headroom strikes again. That'd be me. Yeah. my internet connection just goes up and down. It's supposed to stay at a consistent 1 gig per second, but every once in a while it'll dip down below that. And then when it dips down at a certain level, that's when I freeze. And I don't know if it's my connection itself or whether it's the damn computer. I think it's a combo of both.
Maybe we should wrap you in tinfoil in the computer as well and see if that helps.
Or better yet, do you remember having to stand by the TV and hold the little rabbit ears?
Yes, especially if a football game was on and grandpa needed to see it and he didn't care if you were the antenna or not.
And you better not freaking move and make it go out.
Right.
Mm-hmm. YouTube's just going nuts with everyone that I'm listening to. Well, there's a certain person who I shall not name by name who is going by she, her, not they, them, and not he, him, but she was a he, him at one time, but now she's a she, her.
I'm already confused.
But anyway, they like to drink a beer brand made by Anheuser-Busch. And there's been lots and lots of controversy about that. And the YouTube's has decided to press the button so that anybody who makes a video about that is now being suppressed and shadow banned. So
Makes
we're not
sense.
making videos about that. Yeah, we're not making videos about that. Yeah.
Makes sense. Because I used to watch a lot of news on YouTube, and I watch a variety of different kinds of news, and Fox was in the variety. It's not the only station I watch, but I felt like because I was watching a lot of different stuff, next thing you know, like I was having a hard time feeling like I was being seen or whatever, and it's like, so I just stopped watching on there, which is weird, but it's just what I felt like.
Well, Ben is asking me how long till I can get monetized, Bill. Probably not ever, but I will say this: if you're wondering how you can help me to get monetized, let me throw something up real quick here. Right there, Teals. Right up above me there, it says subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you would do all of those things, if you haven't done the subscribe yet, do it. If you haven't liked it, go ahead and like it. When the video is over, go in and fill the comment section up with lots and lots of comments. And then hit the share button over there and share it all over your different social medias. And that will get the video out there, because I am like 97, 98, 99, 100. I'm like 3 subscribers away from 700. I need 1,000. So I'm slowly getting there. Now, I was a lot closer to my 4,000 viewing hours a few weeks ago, until some of my more popular videos from last year started dropping off the list and those viewing hours went away. So my viewing hours are going down again. So I have got to get busy and make some more videos to get my viewing hours back up there, because I am about a little less than 500 viewing hours away from 4,000 viewing hours. I need 4,000 viewing hours and 1,000 subscribers. Once I get those, I will be eligible to be monetized. It don't mean I will be automatically monetized. It means I will be eligible for monetization. So subscribe. Thank you. I hope I earned your subscription today if I have not already. Don't I have 1,000 subs? No, I do not. Some of the other channels who have more time on their hands because they either don't work or they're retired or all they do is YouTube, they're able to spend more time on YouTube than I am. and that's killing me. The other thing is I haven't embraced shorts like I should. If I would go ahead and make a bunch of shorts, and they're easy to do, I know you just take your phone and do about 30 seconds of showing off a figure and stick some music to it and throw it up there. Shorts get you subscribers out the ass. I would say probably 75% of my subscribers since the beginning of the year have been through shorts. Yeah.
No, and I've been meaning to do those as well. I mean, be honest with you, Bill. I when I first started my channel, I didn't even think I'd ever hit 100, and I just cracked 330 today. And so I'm already above and beyond where I ever thought I would be. But I've been thinking about the shorts, and I mean, because one thing I used to do was comic book content, and I haven't done it in a while. And I thought, man, how hard would it be for me to take a little short box of comic books, just kind of flip through them real quick, 30 seconds, and then put it out there, and I mean, it'd be disposable, easy videos to do that would help me grow. But, I don't know, if I record something, I got to be into it, and then that's kind of the hard thing. I'm not going to just spam out crap content just to do it.
Well, that's what shorts are all about, to be honest with you. It's YouTube trying to be TikTok, and they've fixed the algorithm so that we won't grow unless we do the damn shorts. They're making us do them. I think that once again the lever has been pulled over there at YouTube to fix it so that it's that way. I get very few subscribers off my long form videos like I did last year. All of my but every time I throw a short up there, boom, 2 or 3 subscribers. Every freaking short that I do, 2 or 3 subscribers. Sometimes more than that. So I need to start doing more shorts. I did 2 shorts, and one got 1,250 views in one day. Yeah, I had one that went a little over 1,000. I think it got 1.4K views, and that was the Melinda Music one where Drunken Sailor, Tila, made a short out of that. Boom.
Yeah, my first one got over 3,000. It was just a little 15-second stop motion. And then every one I've done after that has probably barely cracked a 20 or 30 views, but they weren't as good.
Yeah, well. And here's the other thing. It also depends upon what time of day that you let your short go live. Sometime between 8 and 11 o'clock in the morning are the best times to let your shorts go live. Always put 2 up at the same one right after the other one. Let the first one play, and then let the other one come up after that, but don't do 3. The second one will get more views than the first one will. Always.
Little method to the madness.
Yeah, it is weird stuff. YouTube's rips everyone off. Odin's Men is owed $23,000, and Salty Cracker's been owed $30K for years, and they won't pay him off, and he's off YouTube now. Odin's Men's still hanging in there, trying to get folks to move over to his Rumble and locals. But here's the thing: if you get demonetized and YouTube owes you money, and they haven't paid you out before they demonetize you, they won't pay you. They won't pay you what they owe you. They say you don't get the money now. So don't get demonetized, folks. Follow the rules. Don't talk about the things that they don't want you to talk about, and you'll be safe. Hopefully over here we'll be fine. But we'll see, because I might play a video that will get me a copyright infringement. Hopefully not a strike, but I'm going to do it later. I got to upload it first. Gojatron says, I posted 3 shorts and lost 2 subscribers. I'm not bothering with them. Look, man, here's the thing. That's a roller coaster ride as well, Jonezer. I don't know if you ever pay attention to your analytics or not, but I look at them every day.
Yeah, I do. And quite honestly, when I was trying to break 100, there's this guy, Dale of Suspense, who was on with me. We went over 100 and under 100 like at least a dozen times before it finally went over and stayed over. Now tell me they're not manipulating it.
Sure they are. Sure they are. And once you get over 1,000, well, I want to say probably 10,000 subscribers, you'll go up, and then you'll lose 1,000, and then you'll go up, and then you'll lose another 1,000. And supposedly that's YouTube removing the bots that have subscribed to you. But then you find out that people that have subscribed to you said that they're suddenly unsubscribed.
Yes, that has happened to me a few times. Like, okay, Adam at Radical Toys. He's like one of the channels that I follow pretty hard. Like, I try to watch all his videos, or I'm very aware of him because he did my intro. He's really helped my channel grow. And there has at least been 2 or 3 times where I have found I am unsubscribed to him. I have also found myself unsubscribed to Grindhead Jim. I have found myself unsubscribed to a few of, like, never one that I'm not going to notice, or maybe it has happened, I just didn't notice, but it's always somebody I'm into.
Well, that's the thing. YouTube fucks us, screws us over like that all the time. So that means that look and see if you're subscribed to me. If you're not, hit that subscribe button real quick. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Don't hit it twice so you're unsubscribing.
Yes, that happens too. I've done that to myself. I combined 2 shorts and made some real nice pants. Cool, Johnny. Zazel, the legend, is in the house, folks. Everybody say hello to Zazel at Sergeant Slaughterhouse. And yes, we're Johnny Sorensen. I'm gonna have to get you on the show again, Johnny, or if you haven't already been on with me, because damn, you got you quick-witted, kind of like old Largo. Largo's quick-witted. I'm not nearly as quick-witted as Largo. Usually I think about the witty comment long after it's all over with and there's no need in saying anything. And OBS says that she hates Rumble. The navigation, yeah, Rumble's navigation is horrible. Their notifications are terrible. You have to know that somebody's live streaming and when they're going to be live streaming to get them live, because by the time you get the notification, the live stream is over. Speaking of Rumble, I do have a Rumble channel. There's like 1, maybe 2 videos on it. They won't let me live stream over there yet. So that means I'm supposed to go over there and upload more shit. And then people actually watch me for so long or whatever so that I get some clout in this live stream. I'll never be able to live stream on Rumble. Fuck Rumble.
You know, I've never even peeked over there. I've never downloaded the app or looked. I haven't bothered. I do have
I'm fixing to freeze again, probably because my connection is unstable. TikTok. Oh, you went ahead and downloaded the Chinese psyop that's spying on you. Freaking TikTok. I won't let that thing touch my phone, and I damn sure won't get it on my computer.
Yeah, I figure if they want to, if they want to look at pictures of my dumbass, they can go ahead and do that. I guess there's nothing too interesting on my phone, anyways. But I tried it. I've got a few videos up on it, but I always forget to upload. My original plan was, because YouTube liked the shorts, I was going to make the TikTok videos and then flip them into shorts on YouTube since I was making them anyway. And I just never followed through. Did I lose him? I think I lost you. Oh, there you're back.
Yeah, and it's going to happen happen again. My connection is in the unstable phase right now. Ben Stutley says,
Well,
I'm all clicked, bell, and
air.
plugged in. Friend of Grindhead is a friend of mine. I was sharing YT Mates videos on Twitter for a bit, but I just can't spend time there anymore, or Facebook. I hate Twitter and Facebook. I don't really go to them. I let an app called If This Then That post for me over there. I do very little over there.
I have a bit of a Facebook presence, a little bit of a Twitter, but I barely post on it. Instagram and Facebook and YouTube's probably the three main for me.
Oh, let's see. Eldor says, indeed, Adam mentioned a while back that he was losing subs, and he himself had been unsubbed to a few people when it was not him. Yeah, check your subs. Continuously check your subs, because YouTube will unsubscribe you. And I think that is bullshit. Subscribe or you're wrong. Thank you, Bjorn. And everybody's saying hello to this Sergeant Slaughter. Let's see. OBS says, I'm subbed and followed to Salty. Odyssey went down, went to Rumble, and no matter what I clicked, couldn't get on. Then I just clicked the tiny icon in the old video, and the live stream came up. Yeah. Making comments on Rumble is a pain. It is. And I think that they do the live chat thing over there too, but it's funny. It just, it's supposed to be like YouTube, but god damn, it's not. It's so hard to operate. And if they could fix that, then they could compete with YouTube. But until they fix all that, it ain't competing. Can hardly make comments on Rumble. Odyssey chat is great, but Odyssey messes up a lot. They were good for a while, then crap, then good, then crap. It's frustrating. I haven't even tried Odyssey. Have you tried Odyssey there, Jonezer?
Never even heard of it.
It's another YouTube competitor that's not really competing at all with it. Yeah, me too, Susudio. TikTok do not go on my phone at all.
Man, I'll get lost on that app sometimes just because of some of the funny stuff that's on there. But I mean, to each his own.
You realize that the shit that they push on TikTok in the United States is a total different animal than what they push on the Chinese version of TikTok.
Oh, probably. I'd imagine that's the same for any social media platform.
Yeah, well, see, on TikTok, if you guys are TikTok fans, which the only way that I even get in contact with TikTok was through Odin's Men, who would show the absolute idiocy that's on there and then comment upon it. All of that's being pushed to the United States. The idiots, the crazies, the absolute blue-haired lunatics. That's all over TikTok in the United States. Over in China, on the other hand, it's educational videos.
There ain't much educational in my TikTok feed, to be honest with you. It's mostly toys and comics, but that's in all my social media feeds.
And Bjorn says, I have a Facebook for work. Okay. Why can't they just do it like YouTube format? Grr. I don't know, but YouTube's code's probably proprietary and they just can't copy it. It's certainly not open sourced. YouTube unsubscribed me from Bill's channel 2, maybe 3 times. It's worth checking. There you go. And that's probably, I used to fret about losing subscribers. What did I do wrong?
Yeah, I don't think it's in our control. I don't think it's in your control. I mean, it just is what it is. It really hit me when I was like real low, like I was below 50. Like I'd be like, oh, I got 22. Oh, why am I at 19 now? What did I do? Like,
and you didn't do anything. YouTube's just fucking with you. Gojatron says, I have no need for Facebook and don't care about your vacation, your politics, or your kids' participation trophies. Or the world's worst. Do you remember when everybody would show pictures of their fucking food, the plate of fucking food? What was that all about? I don't give a shit.
You know what? I have an embarrassing story to tell you. Facebook sometimes will hit you up with something like 7 years ago, you posted this. You know what it was? A plate of my goddamn food. I'm like, why the hell did I do that? Like, what did I share this for? No one cares that I'm eating.
Nobody cares. How do you like my new icon? I can see some of it there. I like that. It looks like an eagle. It says American on it. I can't see the whole thing though. Cool. How do you like my new icon? How do you like my new X-Ray Boy icon? What do you think about that booger?
I really liked it. It had like kind of a modern touch to an old school feel. So I mean, it was kind of, I don't know. I enjoyed it.
I can't see it. I'm freaking blind.
You know, another thing I'd say for mostly what I like to use Facebook and Instagram for is if you're selling, buying, or trading comic books, there's a lot of groups on there where you can find some deals, or you might even find some stuff I've posted, you know, and it's a good format to buy, sell, and trade comic books, or to find deals or people local to you. I'm on Instagram shopping comics every day. There are a couple people I follow that are, and I'm trying to get in that game, you know, myself a little bit. So that's a lot of my interest, especially Instagram. The Facebook, you know, they got a marketplace in there. Sometimes I'll find people local to me that got large collections, because you can't put those in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go over there and physically look at the books.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, Instagram is the new go-to app, it seems, for most folks, at least folks our age or in our sphere, if you will.
Well, and also would say Instagram seems a lot less political than like Facebook or Twitter, you know, where I don't know about you, but I go on these social medias. I don't really want to see everybody's politics. I don't care.
No, and it's either those who are preaching to the choir. I don't need to hear the same thing over and over again that I already believe.
Right.
And I don't mind having a debate with someone who has different political beliefs, but unfortunately, you can't do that. It's all
I know that too. Years ago, I used to get on there and debate with folks, but really it just turns into two adults throwing poo.
Well, kind of like the monkeys at the zoo.
Exactly.
Radical wants to know, did you get your snake order pre-order in there, Jonezer? It's still available on Amazon.
I did not. I'm going to have to get on that after this live stream and see if I could do it with the computer upstairs. Because, yeah, the phone wouldn't even let me see it.
Mm-hmm. And Bjorn says Instagram is owned by Facebook. He seems to recollect, and he's correct. I was going to say that.
In fact, a lot of times if I post to Instagram, it will automatically post to my Facebook page. So a lot of times that's why I don't upkeep the Facebook page too much. Or maybe it's vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got my Facebook tied to my Instagram somehow, but just because I post on Instagram doesn't mean it automatically posts to Facebook, though. I don't know how all that works.
I think it's just a slider in the settings. You put it in there and it'll say automatically share to Facebook.
Well, I don't know how to use the damn computer in the first place. That's why we're having tonight's show. And yes, we're going to get to it, folks, which reminds me, there is something to watch before we get to the main video tonight. Here's a little blast from the past, folks. Now, this is about computers and using them. Let's see if you remember this. Let me take the, I'm going to leave that up there. It's not going to go over the video. So here we go, folks. Another video there, Jones. Are you ready? Pop that tape in the VCR and hit play.
Computers are coming your way.
Computers? For paying bills?
Mothers, too.
Bah, humbug.
Wow. Let me try it. Stella, you shouldn't have. Harriet, computers are everywhere, and it's time the Critter family had one.
Computers are mere toys. No, I think Della's right, Foxworthy. Computers are a part of everyone's life.
On our class trip to the airport, we learned how computers help planes take off and land safely.
My class saw how computers help firemen get to fires faster.
And Harriet, there may be a computer talking to you at the new supermarket. Even our phone system uses computers, and computers help predict the weather. And the newest elevators are computerized. Right, Stanley? Oh, dear. And we'd never have gotten to the moon without computers. Oh, digital watches are computers, too. Time for your dental appointment, Foxworthy. Computers are everywhere. See you soon.
Yes, they are everywhere.
I walk around with one in my pocket all day long now.
Computers are everywhere. Run for the hills. Help! Zazel says computers. I have a feeling it might take off. I don't know. I'm like my grandmother. My grandmother, when we first got our first computer at the house, the first thing she said was, "What does it do? What's it for?" And I just sat there with like a deer in the headlights because I couldn't answer her.
See, I didn't have that problem. My dad was a real techie guy. My dad worked TV, VCR repair in the 80s, and like any new technology that was coming out, my dad was on it. So like we were the first family to have like America Online and the internet at the house, and like we were kind of the wonders of the neighborhood. Like my friends would come over and we had it. So yeah, I guess I was on the ground floor of most of this stuff when it boomed.
That thing beats a good calculator watch. I don't need no computer. Oh no,
Mr. Bill.
Great point, MOTU Jonezer. Those are the reasons I have to open Facebook these days. Marketplace can be useful. Also, getting back into RC racing forces me to open Facebook to book in for race nights. All right. RC racing sounds like fun, don't it?
I got a friend that can be expensive. You know, it can be a very expensive hobby. You know, but I have a friend around here who's really into it.
Absolutely. And Johnny says there could be a computer right next to you, or your neighbor might be a computer. If you see something, say something. All right. Well, have you heard of the dead internet theory?
I have not.
That's a rabbit hole. It's worth looking into. It'll get you, and you'll fall way down. The idea is that everything that you see on the internet is a simulation, not real. It's an AI bot. Everything on the internet, including us.
So we're in the Matrix or something like that?
Something like that. Computers are good and bad like most things.
Just depends on what you use it for or how you use it.
Yeah. I go into Facebook because
Lost you for a second there, Bill. There he is. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, he's still not moving. That is a picture. That is whole. There we go. He's
okay.
So I have a question, Bill. When that happens on your end, can you hear us? Well, I think it happened again.
It did. Matrix stuff, yes. So this is real. No, it's not. No, nothing is real. It's all fantasy. Freeze frame. Freeze frame. All right. Are you ready to learn about these freaking computers. Since I'm freezing up, I can play this and I can freeze all during it and it'll play. Are y'all ready for part one of tonight's little foray into learning about these things that we call computers?
I'm ready.
Ready? All right. Once again, pop the tape in the VCR, hit the play button. We're going to learn about computers. Tonight is the Family Guide to Computers, family. Make sure you adjust your VCR tracking for the clearest picture possible. You can unmute it.
Low tech, high tech, Twilight Zone to Star Trek, hardware, software, take a seat if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick, point and click.
Take the spin, now you're in really techno hip, all because of a computer chip.
It's another day in the life of a family, maybe a little bit like yours.
Hi, we're the Jamesons, and if you're like us, until recently, we didn't know much about computers. But a few months ago, we decided to join the information age, and we'd like to share with you what our family has learned about computers.
Well, the first thing you need to do is set up your new computer system.
It's really exciting to take the computer out of the box. And it's also a little bit confusing because there's so many cables to plug in.
And you're not sure what to do, right, Dad?
Well, I recommend that first you make sure all the parts are there before you start to get underway.
That's right, and everyone can help. You know, they've made it so much easier than in the old days. Now most computer systems are sold with a lot of software programs already installed.
And the installation of additional software is made automatic with Microsoft Windows 95 plug-and-play technology.
So first, you'll need to connect up the individual components of your system.
If you're lucky, your system will have color-coded cables that enable you to put your pieces together easily.
It's so simple, even your kids can do it. Tell them, Peter.
First, you hook up your mouse. That's the pointer, your monitor and speakers, if you have them. Then, connect your printer. And if you got lucky, you got a scanner too. It's fun because it lets you put photos and images inside your computer.
That's good advice, Peter. That way you can make sure all of your equipment is working correctly.
I mean, we could put photos on our
after you've got everything installed, you'll be excited.
Yeah, the computer comes on, you see the icons on the screen, they represent the programs you have. It's cool.
It really is. Now you'll use the mouse to navigate around the screen.
Get used to clicking and double-clicking with your mouse to select the things you want. Now, if you're having installation problems, you may want to check the following. Are all of your components plugged in properly? Are they getting power? Are the contacts on your system clean and well seated in their outlets?
Oh, also, if a modem is involved, is your telephone line connected? Are the cables between your components short enough to avoid signal loss? And finally, has your system been moved around so the pieces may have come loose?
If problems persist, you'll need to contact the help desk of your computer manufacturer or your retailer. Be ready to tell them the specifics of the problems that you've had. That will help them to get to the bottom of your problem more quickly.
Now here's an efficient solution for at-home computer problem solving. Semantic PC Handyman. It can help solve simple problems before you have to go to the trouble to take your computer in for repairs.
You simply install PC Handyman, and when you type in the problem you're having, it gives you some possible solutions, and then it helps you solve it.
That's right. It also includes an application called Crash Guard to help you recover from computer freeze-ups.
So remember as you watch this tape, if you're serious about learning about your computer, it can be a real asset to you, both personally as well as professionally. In fact, it can change your life. But first, you really need to start out with an understanding of the basics of your system and how to use each program. So let's dive right in.
All because of a computer chip.
One of the most basic computer applications is word processing.
In the good old days, this was known as typing. And the most fortunate used the IBM Selectric, which allowed you to go back and correct your mistakes without using that chalky white stuff.
But then along came computers and word processing, and it revolutionized the old way of typing documents. Word processing not only types letters, but it also helps to format school reports, resumes, and business proposals, and much, much more.
I did a great report for school on surfing, complete with footnotes, a table of contents. I was even able to spell check and format it to look very professional. It got me an A.
All right.
And I did a newsletter for Girl Scouts, complete with pictures.
That's great.
That's great, honey. Not to mention all the use I get out of word processing program in my decorating business. Even though I work out of the home, professional word processing makes my company look as big as the others.
Almost, Mom.
So I'll bet our viewers want to know how to get underway in working with a word processing program and how you choose one in the first place.
The first question you need to answer is to determine whether your needs are simple or more complex.
If you're going to be using your system in a pretty basic way, you may find that the word processor included in your computer's startup package is sufficient for your needs.
One program that's included in many computer bundles is Microsoft Works. Works and products like it include several programs in addition to the basic word processing program.
Yeah, Microsoft
Or you might
Works
need a
until
more
it doesn't
sophisticated program
Oh,
if you'll
yeah,
be using the
that's
word
bullshit.
processor for a lot of different projects. Then you should consider a more deluxe application like Microsoft Word or Corel WordPerfect.
These sophisticated word processing programs give you additional features like style templates, graphics, and other desktop publishing features. However, they take more time to learn and require more computer memory and disk space.
Look how easy it is to word process a letter or school report.
Yeah, you just type.
The word processor's special features like spell check and cut and paste make your document look like it was professionally printed.
You ever been bit in the ass by spell
And today,
check?
many of these applications come
Yeah,
bundled
every time
together
I try
with
to
other
say
programs in
effing,
money-saving
it's ducking.
packages called suites, and they can represent some real savings.
You know, Ann, you get more today for $250 than you used to get for twice that amount. Suites today typically include a word processing program, a database program, which is great to keep track of people and things, and a spreadsheet program that helps you analyze your
What's funny
finances.
to me is they're like selling spell check and cut and paste like
Now
it's
let's
a
take a
new
look at the
feature.
basics
Now
of
it's
getting
like
started with Microsoft
basic.
Word.
Everything
First,
has that.
to launch the program, you click on Start with your mouse, then select Programs, then select Microsoft Word.
Holy, I love
To open
looking
a
at
new
these
document,
screens,
you click on
man.
File,
That
then
takes
New.
me back.
Or to open an existing document, you click on File, then Open. Then select your document from the list. To save your document, select File, then Save, and type in a name for the
Pay
document
attention
that you will
to your ODS,
recognize.
maybe you'll learn how to
Then
use
select
the
OK.
computer before tonight, so-
Or, if you
Right,
want to
I'd like
save
to
an alternate
imagine
version with a
going
different
back to this
name,
time
choose
being an
Save
old
As,
guy
then select
trying
OK.
to follow along to this, you'd be like, "What? It paused
To
this
print,
for a line.
simply
I already
select
lost
File,
this guy
then Print.
a couple minutes ago."
Then select the pages or the number of copies you wish to print. You
All
can change the printer if you wish.
suffered from what's
Then
called
select
creeping
OK to go ahead and
feature.
print. It's
Yeah,
easy
just-
to edit your
It's
document.
easy. Just click on this, then this, then
You
this.
can move
then
text
this,
by
then
highlighting your
this, then
selection,
this,
then
this,
choosing
then
Edit
this,
and
then
Cut.
this. Easy.
Or copy text by highlighting your selection, then choosing
Yeah, we
Edit and
know
Copy.
that. We're talking over the video.
Then
kinda
find
like
the location
MST
you wish to
3K
move
there.
or copy the text to, and select Edit and Paste. To spell check, you select Tools, then Spelling, and Microsoft Word asks for confirmation or correction
You
of
ever
any
remember when
questionable
somebody was trying to
words.
show you how to use the computer and you couldn't follow along with them because they were going too fast? Well, you click here, click this, and then go
To insert a
here, and go
picture,
this, and do
select
this, and do
Insert,
that.
then
It's that
Picture.
easy. And you're like, no.
Then
do it
select the
again.
Clip Art Gallery or another graphics
No, that
folder,
was my dad.
and select a graphic for your
And
document
he
if
didn't
you
like
wish.
to teach you twice, so you better pay attention.
To place a border within your document, highlight the text you want to border, then select
Did you
Format,
hit the any key?
then Border,
Where's my tab? I never could
then
find
the
the
type
any
of border
key.
you wish and any shading, then select OK. To
Tell
insert
you
a
the
table
one that
within your
most of my
document,
friends got in
select
trouble
Table,
with is when they had the
then
naughty
Insert
pop-up
Table,
that had a pop-up every
then
time
choose
you
the number
closed
of
it, it
columns
popped
and
up
rows you
again
wish.
and again and again. You had to hit
Then
like,
Oh,
select
yeah,
OK.
yeah. That was when you
Remember,
were
though,
looking
there
at
are
this-
many,
at the
many
notes
more
on
features
the
in Word that you will
internet
find
all
useful
wrong.
once you get familiar with the basics.
Tell me that ain't
And there are
what
shortcuts for many of the
90% people
commands.
do on the
To
internet
find them,
anyway
consult
now
your
still.
manual or the on-screen help
What the
feature.
internet's for. There's a whole song about
All
it.
because of a computer chip.
Say you're thinking of opening up a new business and you want to see if you're on the road to success. you should use a spreadsheet to plan your budget. Do you know what a spreadsheet is, Peter?
Sure I do, Dad.
No.
It's like a big form that allows you to consider what are called scenarios. You take different assumptions that lead to different financial outcomes. To use a spreadsheet, you place the information into what are called cells. Input the formula, and the program does the math for you. It's great. And spreadsheet and database programs can do complex calculations. If you learn how to program them, they're used in big businesses, the military, and the government to do these same types of analyses, only much bigger.
And here we go. That's part one. The Division of Motor Vehicles is still using those exact computers. Oh boy. Yeah. Now, of course, there's three parts to this. We've only watched part one, but and yes, we kept our mics on during it so we could talk over it and make fun of it, just like you guys are doing in the chat. And we're going to get ready to do part two, because now we need to find out how to keep our data from being lost.
Well, that would be a shame.
Are you ready?
I am.
All right, hit the play button, bud.
Why wasn't I that smart when I was a kid? Now, let's take a look at the basics of getting started with Microsoft Excel. First, to launch the program, you click on Start with your mouse, like you're selecting Word. Then select Programs, then select Microsoft Excel. To open a new document, you click on File, then New. Or to open an existing document, you click on File, then Open. Then select your document from the list. Similarly, to save your document, select File, then Save, and type in a name for the document that you will recognize. Then select OK. Or, if you want to save an alternate version with a different name, choose Save As, then select OK.
Was like cutting edge, and now it's like,
to print,
it seems
simply select File, then Print. Again, just like Word. Then select the pages or the number of copies you wish to print. Even change the printer if you wish. Then select OK to go ahead and print.
Unfortunately, Billy doesn't.
You may find it useful to use the templates provided as examples to get started.
Now,
assuming that you are using the complete Microsoft Office package, you will typically find the examples under MS Office
promo video with all his money.
Like
templates,
like you just got through
spreadsheet solutions.
Heating up a spoon right before that one.
That's what we've done here. For this fictitious business, we can input various forecasts and actual sales of different products for different periods, by month and by year. And the Excel spreadsheet program automatically tallies our results. For more complex calculations, you'll need to learn how to construct your own formulas, but Excel's Function Wizard and other tools can help. And like Word, it's easy to edit your document in Excel. You can move text by highlighting your selection, then choosing Edit and Cut.
Yeah, well,
or copy text by highlighting your selection, then choosing Edit and Copy. Then find the location you wish to move or copy the text to, and select Edit and Paste. Finally, you can attractively format the text in your spreadsheet with the Auto Format tool. You simply highlight the section you go to Format, then select Format, then the type of format you wish, then select OK.
6 years just for it to be
Remember,
useless.
though, there are many, many more features in Excel that you will find useful once you get familiar with the basics. And there are shortcuts for many of the commands. To find them, consult your manual or the on-screen help feature.
All because of a computer chip.
You may also get a graphics program to produce charts and pictures for your business presentations.
And a database can help your business track its inventory and do lots
Sounds
of
like
other
they
useful
hired
things.
the same people to
That's
do
true.
the music.
Or you can keep up to date on your telephone calls and correspondence list.
I'm just the
Microsoft calls their suite the Microsoft Office. There are several other good ones out there too.
All because of a computer chip.
Okay, but I'll bet our viewers want to know how to install one of these suites, Dad.
Well, the first thing you need to determine is your system resource availability.
What's that?
That's fancy computer talk for whether you have enough processing power, disk space, and memory to handle the application you're going to run.
With today's more powerful programs, they do require a lot more memory and storage.
I still remember back in the old days of computers when 40 megabytes was a lot.
Geez, Dad, that's ancient history. Did you have black and white televisions back then, too?
No, and we didn't have Duke Nukem either. And if you're not careful, neither will you.
Sorry.
Busted.
Anyway, let's show the
Duke
folks
Nukem
at
was
home
fun.
just how easy it is to install today's programs.
To install
And they
a
would
suite of
never get
Office
away with
applications,
Duke Nukem
you use
now.
the same type of installation process as for most other programs. You click on My Computer, then select Add and Remove Programs, then click ahead to install the application from your CD or disk.
You'll simply select the default locations most of the time. That allows the computer to make the most likely settings automatically.
Then you remove your disks, reboot your system, and you're on your way.
You better explain how to reboot your computer. Sounds like we're getting our shoes resold.
To reboot, you simply choose yes if the computer asks you whether to turn itself off and then on again. It's the way the computer gets started with your program.
But what if you're still having trouble?
That's where the helpline comes in handy. Each manufacturer provides free technical help for a limited amount of time when you first purchase your computer or software.
After that, you pay for it. But it can sure make it easy if you have a difficult question. Also, it can be helpful to buy a book with some specifics on your application.
All because of a computer chip.
Now, here are some applications that can bring hours of enjoyment to every member of the family. They're called graphics programs. They give you the chance to be really creative by using the computer to help you draw and paint digitally.
I love graphics on the computer. Even with my limited artistic ability, I can create great documents right here at home. For example, I prepared this club newsletter last month using Microsoft Publisher. And there are other great home graphic software programs out there too.
Tell them how you did it, Dad. Everyone was so impressed by how professional it looked.
Well, Microsoft Publisher program has helpers that are called wizards. You use
I
them
wouldn't
to
be
select
any
a
organization
predetermined
would have me
format,
as a member.
then input your data, maybe add a picture. Voila! It looks just like a professional did it.
Having experience with computer graphics is great for all sorts of documents. I prepared a sales document for my decorating firm, as well as our company stationery and
what
billing
kind of
forms.
computer graphics
I even helped my
Dad
sister
has
create a
on
new
his
resume
hard
when she was
drive?
looking for a job.
Isn't
He
she
probably
still out of work?
swiped his wife's head on
And I
some,
made
other
ballots for the
picture.
school elections.
And you can make greeting cards, party invitations,
That's
posters,
creepy.
logos, doll clothes. All you need is a little imagination and the help of your computer's graphics programs.
And then you can print them all out in lifelike color. You'll feel like a professional graphic designer. Depending on the application, you'll have some different tools, but all the programs have a lot in common. Some allow you to reduce and enlarge pictures, others can cut or erase parts, and they all have a lot of clip art images that you can use. Sample
it's
images
funny,
come with
I
most
remember,
applications when you buy them.
Like,
Your
my
entire
dad
family
showing
will
me
enjoy
the
being
internet and
creative
all that, and
using
I
a
wanted to
graphics
look up,
program
like,
on the computer.
Spider-Man stuff.
All because of
And
a
we
computer
clicked on
chip.
something and it had like a picture
One
of
of the
a
most popular
hobgoblin.
programs for home
and it was
computers is
one.
money management. After all, aren't most of us perplexed about where all the money goes? It's one of the
He
things
was like,
I like
"Oh,
best
whoa,
now that I've
maybe
become a
this isn't
computer
what we
whiz.
were looking for."
It helps me stay close and up to date with our family's finances. While there are several programs out there, I like to use Quicken. It's known to be one of the most popular and convenient software
What is
packages
this
on the
charge
market.
on the credit
Putting our household
card?
finances on the computer was one of the best
Some
things
place
we ever
called
did.
Pornhub.
Our kids quickly learned that money doesn't grow on
Yeah.
trees, and we all
If
became
only
better at
you would've
budgeting our
known
finances.
that,
To use
ground
Quicken, you
floor,
simply
that
type in the
back then.
information like you're using a checkbook.
They made a few dollars.
It's really easy. Keeping it up to date is easy too. I simply input our earnings on a weekly basis and record each check I've written and enter the information from each credit card statement. This gives me a good understanding of how our family spends its money. And it's helped me save and plan up for our kids' education. And even a fun for the family vacation.
Cool. Show them the graphs you always do, Mom.
Ta-da! And this is the best part. The program automatically draws graphs showing where you've spent your money. And when I started my decorating business here at home, Quicken was an easy way for me to set up the books.
Dad told me he's going to help me get a checking account and use Quicken on the computer to track my funds.
What about me, Mom? I have money too.
Well, I guess
And
you'll have
he's
to
got
ask your
plenty
dad
of
if you can
more
get
heroin.
one.
All because of a computer chip.
Unfortunately, viruses in our
Computer
computers
viruses.
are as real as viruses in our families.
Excuse me.
Bless you, honey. And a program to scan
know
and
where
remove a
those
computer
come
virus is an essential tool to consider. In this case, we've chosen the Virus Scan Deluxe program from McAfee.
What do viruses do to the computer?
Well, honey, they can make your computer sick. They can erase your entire hard drive, make strange messages come up on your screen, and all sorts of weird things.
How do you get them?
By loading counterfeit software and hackers that get into the system.
And with everyone in the family sharing files, the best way to guard against the problem is to know who you're getting any shared programs from, and to use a virus scan program on anything you've been given.
You should make it a practice to regularly scan your system. In fact, McAfee Virus Scan Deluxe can be set to automatically scan each new file as it's introduced into your system.
Installing antivirus program software is easy. In this case, you simply double-click on the CD-ROM drive, and the software checks for viruses and installs to keep your system virus-free. And it's important to regularly download information on new viruses because viruses are always changing.
Sorry.
All because of a computer chip.
2 more key tools I find essential on my system are an unerase program. Symantec makes an excellent one from Peter Norton, and a tape backup system. These will save you untold headaches when you have computer problems.
What do they do? I can explain that, Dad. An unerased program allows you to restore files you have deleted, and at regular intervals, backup system copies all of the information on your computer, so that if you have a crash, you won't lose any valuable data.
Very good, Peter.
And hey, Rolo, I saw you just popped in, man. If you want the link and you can come on, I'll just let me know in the chat. I'll send it to you. But if you're sick and everything and you don't feel up to it, I can understand. Yeah. So I kind of got mixed up there. The last part that we're going to get to is going to be about backing your stuff up. Did we ever really back up our system? Did we ever really use the backup?
Yeah, I know we did in it, my house. I think maybe put it on a floppy or so. Who knows? Like nowadays, you put it on a thumb drive, I guess. Or
I don't back up shit. When I lose a computer, I lose everything I ever had, and I have to start all over again from scratch. Just like 99.99% of all of you guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
It is how it goes. Hell,
quite honestly, all my YouTube stuff, I don't have backed up at all. If I lose it off YouTube, it's gone forever. That's just it. I couldn't upload it all back. It's gone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to get like this rack of hard drives like Grindhead does. Grindhead has every freaking video that he's ever done in this massive system, and I don't know. Okay, cool, Jim. I'm glad you can do that, but I'm just like everybody else. If I don't have it, I lose it. Let's see what Johnny says. Time to reboot, Billy. Got a big clumpy boot right here. Yeah, reboot him right upside his head. And they're still talking cars there. Ben Studley and Susudio are all about them cars. All right. And now for part 3, and then we'll all just hang out for a little bit till the show's over. Part 3. Hit play.
Now, on a serious note, I want you children to learn to be very regimented about backing up your data on a regular basis. If you don't, someday you're going to lose a very important document that you might have been working on for a couple of days, and there will be nothing I can do to help you retrieve it.
Your daddy's right, kids. Backing up your data is very important, and it is a habit you should get into when you're working on the computer. And I can tell you about a disaster from first-hand experience. Remember the time?
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
You're right, honey. I don't need to bring up a sore subject. You just make sure that you get a program that regularly captures all of your input. It'll save you a lot of heartache.
How often do we actually have to back things up?
At school, they told us we should do it every few minutes.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. And you usually set your scheduled tape backup system to back up your changed files every day.
Back then,
just use your brain, sis.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's enough out of you two. We have another very important topic to cover.
What's that, Dad?
I want the two of you kids, and you too, Anne, to be very, very careful about installing or buying counterfeit disks. They can introduce computer viruses, and they're against the law.
The kids go on there to do their school project on aardvarks, and they type the A button.
Any doubts whatsoever about the source of a disk, let's examine it together. Or just say no.
Okay, Dad.
You'll be like, what in the heck?
Computer chip.
Almost all the cool stuff for computers these days comes on CD-ROMs. Games, shareware, phone books, multimedia, music, everything.
Pretty sure I remembered that.
CD-ROMs hold an incredible amount of data, and they're relatively inexpensive. Fortunately, most computers today have CD-ROMs built right in.
Ooh.
But if your
Really?
computer doesn't have one, CD-ROMs aren't very expensive. And they can usually be installed easily through Windows 95's Plug and Play by just plugging them in. We highly recommend that you add one to your system.
And we should give all the parents out there a tip. Installing the new CD-ROM technology can certainly make a difference in your child's performance in school. I became better in math because I used Mighty Math Calculating Crew when I was only 3.
Mighty Math.
That's true, honey. It really gave you a great foundation for early math skills.
And there are hundreds of other educational software titles that can help give your children a head start with their education. Oh, Peter, show them the Life magazine CD-ROM with the contents from the past 50 years. That we got free with the computer.
Cool.
Ooh, look at the graphics.
Yeah, that was cutting edge back
And
then,
again,
man.
how do you install a CD-ROM?
Just like the other programs we've been talking about, sis. You click on My Computer, then select Add and Remove
I remember
Programs.
showing some
Then click
friends,
ahead for
as
the
in these
install
days,
application from
you
your
get a
CD or
new
disc.
CD, like
It's
I got
fun
the
to do
Iron Maiden
installations.
CD,
All
and then you
because
could
of
put it
a
into your
computer
computer and it would play the music
You know,
video.
since we're talking about all the
They're
great
just like,
documents
"What?"
you can create with a good graphics program, this is probably the best
Fancy.
time to
Big
talk about
time,
all the
man.
advances
Big
that have
time.
been made in printers.
You know, Ann is right. Things have changed a lot from the days of the old dot matrix printers. First, they introduced the laser printer, which in itself made a remarkable difference in the time it took to print documents and the quality of the printing itself.
They have
But that's
printers
nothing
with
compared to all the
lasers?
new color printing
Would that
technology.
be better than
since
lasers on
we own the new
sharps?
Epson Stylus Color 500 printer. For all the
Sharps
professional
with
sales
laser
material I've
printers.
developed on it and the money I have saved from the local quick print stores, this printer has been worth its weight in gold.
Honey, don't you think that's because you're already such a good artist?
Well, that's true. Actually, dear, you know what they say about an artist
Man,
and the
there was
tools.
a lady
Without
down the
this
street
fabulous
from our
printer, I'm
house.
afraid
She
I wouldn't have
was
been able
using
to
the
attract the
computer
high-end
to
clients
fake
like I
the
have.
bank
It is
statement,
really
so
cool
the
for school
husband
reports.
wouldn't know how
I
much
downloaded
money
a
she
picture
was
from the
spending.
internet and I included
She'd
it in my
switch
social
'em.
studies report. It looked so great that I got an A.
Wasn't that an
Smart lady, right?
So I forgot to spell check. An A is still an A.
That's right, son. Hey, why don't you go and grab that picture so we can show it to our viewers?
In the meantime, let's print something else for them to see. Dasha, what would you like to print?
got it.
How about my invitation to my birthday party?
Oh, that's perfect. I'm sure everyone would like to see that.
Here it is.
And mine too.
I'm proud of you kids.
And you know, I'm proud of you, honey, because after all, you bought us our new color printer.
Us too.
I do think that a little information on how to set up the new color printer would be helpful, though.
I agree.
How about you, Peter?
I can handle it. When you get your new printer, you may need to install some new software. It depends on the model, but you will need to set up so that Windows 95 can recognize the printer and automatically install the proper drivers, as they're called. You should have your Windows installation disks nearby in case they're needed.
All because of a computer chip.
Once installed, to print, you will select your new printer from the File Print
because
menu
of a
within your
computer
application.
chip.
If you plan to use that printer exclusively, then select it as your default printer.
I don't know what you mean by default printer, Dad.
Well, honey, some people might have more than one printer. For example, they may have a black and white printer and a new color printer like ours.
See? I told you it was easy.
All
Now, I
because of a
remember the
computer
first time
chip.
I saw Doom.
And what would
And you
computers
could
be without a
put the
few games
modem
for the
to play
family to play
online
together?
and shoot
You'll
your
find games
friends
bundled
and-
in with Windows
I
95,
thought
like
that was the
Minesweeper,
most
Free Cell,
cutting-edge
Hearts,
thing.
Solitaire, and 3D
You know,
Pinball.
now it's like
To get
standard
these
on
games,
every
you press
video
the
game.
start button,
But,
then
back
select the
then, that was
programs,
mind-blowing.
then select accessories, and then games. And there are probably a lot of other games that come bundled with your computer on a CD-ROM or a floppy disk.
They're easy to install too. You just launch them in the Add Remove Program section of your settings
You'd have
group.
to try to
And I got a
connect through
free
the
golf
modem,
program
and
on
God forbid
CD-ROM.
your sister
Yes,
go
honey,
in
and
the
knowing
kitchen,
how you
pick up
play
the phone,
golf, it's
try to
probably a
make
good
call,
thing. You'll be a
and
lot
done.
less frustrated.
All because of a computer chip.
Yeah.
Dad, what is that? You look like you're ready to decode secret messages on a submarine.
That's very funny. You all love making fun of old Dad. For your information, young lady, this is a very exciting application. This is the Kurzweil voice recognition system.
Well, hasn't voice recognition been around for a while, honey?
Until now, it's never been affordable nor accurate enough for the everyday user. With this system, I can dictate a letter or draft a report without using a keyboard or a secretary. It's a great time saver, and it allows me to concentrate and communicate my
It
ideas
still has
more
its
efficiently than when I'm
struggles,
typing. Lawyers, teachers, and business people all love it. See? I'm doing it now.
Oh, isn't it that piece of equipment that you said was really easy to set up?
Yep. The Kurzweil voice system installs easily right out of the box, and you can train it to increase its accuracy to 97%.
Do you think you could help me with my project on the United Nations?
No, son, but I have some great ideas how you can research that report using your CD-ROM encyclopedia program.
I still think you could help me with my homework.
I remember.
This whirlwind tour has been fun, but we're just about out of time.
But gee, Dad, I wanted to tell our viewers some more about some great computer programs.
And what about city bundle bargains?
I guess that's just going to have to wait till next time.
Oh, but honey, before we go, let me show them the invitation I've been working on for your birthday party. I've included the email address so that relatives can respond quickly. I've been budgeting on our spreadsheet, and I even have a fax number to
So as you can see, our home computer really has touched our lives, and we hope it will change yours too, for the better.
See you next time.
High tech, Twilight Zone to Star Trek, hardware, software. Take a seat if you dare.
Power up, download, database, break the code, CD-ROM, super slick, point and click.
Take the spin, now you're in really techno hip, all because of a computer chip.
It's catching me in the feels, man.
Twilight Zone to Star Trek. Yeah. Farewell to the Jamesons. We'll see you on the next episode of Dateline. It doesn't end well. Oh, God. Chris Hansen might be involved.
He's bringing those robots,
right? Not human. Absolutely. Okay, so now we know how to use our freaking computers. Tonight's educational thing that I put up there for us. Hope you guys enjoyed that. There is a sequel to this. It's called Kids and Computers. We'll get into that someday. But I'm not going to foist it off on you too soon. You got to rest your mind from that one. All right. Now, Jonezer, I made some pictures for you earlier today. Did you get those?
I did. I was playing cards with my in-laws and my wife, and when those came in, I burst out laughing, and they were like, all right, we'll show them to the rest of the class. And I had to show them. Yeah, I was very tickled by that.
That makes me want to tell everybody about how I did that. I am not an artist by any means. I can draw lines, but they're usually squiggly and they're never straight. But there is a program that you can download on your iPhone from the App Store called Cartoon Me. And it is not free, but you can get a 7-day free use of it if you remember to turn the subscriptions off so it doesn't automatically renew. And you can do all sorts of things with it to make yourself look like a cartoon. There is a group of grifters who reside on Instagram. And I'm going to name one of them because he is a piece of shit. His name is Nelson Toons. If any of you guys have had any contact with this guy, get him off your list and block his ass. He would charge you up to $50 to $100 to use this program to create a logo for you with your cartoon image on it. And then he won't stop bothering you. And there's a whole slew of these people out there. You can do all this stuff yourself for free without having to go through the shenanigans that this idiot will put you through. I apologize to everyone. I got hooked up with this guy and he did a picture for me and I didn't like it and I paid him, I think, $25 for it and felt like a fool afterwards. And then he would not leave me the fuck alone. And then he told me to post the picture that he made for me on my Instagram so that others could see it and he could drum up business. And I did. And I'm sure that he contacted anyone who put a like on that damn picture. And I'm sorry about that. I apologize deeply into my heart. You can make pretty pictures. You can make interesting little cartoons. You don't have to go through these grifters to do it. Just download the app on your iPhone. It'll do it for you, and it makes pretty ones, nice ones. I've got a whole set of them. I spent the last few days just using the damn program so that when my 7 days is up, I don't have to pay them another cent. And I didn't pay for anything that I've done so far. It's all been free. Even those little cartoony pictures that I did of you. It's a generator that generates what's called avatars using your image. It takes 10 photographs of you, and then it analyzes them, and then that bot that's in it, because everything is not real anymore. The AI bot will generate all these different cartoon pictures of you, and you just pick out one and download it, and boom, you got the image. So I gave you I have a few more of those images. If you want them, Jonezer, just let me know, and I'll send them all to you if you want them.
I had plenty to choose from in there, and quite honestly, I got a kick out of it. I was laughing.
They look pretty damn good. As a matter of fact, I used a couple of them on the thumbnail for tonight's show.
Yeah, no, they're very, very interesting. The first couple, my wife was like, "Well, that doesn't look like you." Oh, wait, that one does.
Yeah, well, like any kind of caricature, it's all in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
But anyway, I just thought I would share that little bit of information towards the end about these people who want to charge you to do what you can do for yourself. And one of the things that Nelson Tunes, I'm watching you sucker. He contacts me out of the blue. I've got him on a quarantine. You can quarantine messages on Instagram. Learn how to do that so that they don't hit your feed, but you can still see what they're saying. He says, I lost my PayPal. Can I use yours?
Oh, jeez.
No. Hell no.
Kidding me?
No way.
How do you even ask something like that?
Because crooked people have no morals. They have no conscience. There's nothing. You know how when you're going to do something bad, you feel bad about it, and then to the point where you just don't fucking. These people don't have that. That they're psychotic or whatever. That little part of their brain that would do that is broke and it doesn't work. I used a AI thing online to generate a picture of Ric Flair dressed as Wonder Woman. Oh. You're into some weird shit there, Johnny. I'd hate to. Yeah, let's look at Johnny Sorensen's history on his web browser and see where he's been. It got a little late here, so just sending a little nice chatting with you guys and see you all soon. Well, take care, Ben. The show's just about to the end anyway. I mean, I've showed everything I was going to show. We're just kind of chatting right now. Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you something kind of funny too. When we were showing off them little cartoons that you sent me, my wife's like, "Oh, that's awesome. See if you'd do one with me." So I pull my phone out and I'm about to take a picture. She goes, "Oh, no, wait, don't take a picture of me with my hair like this." And I'm like, "How do you think he's going to generate the dang thing if I don't take your picture?"
Well, see, here's the thing. It actually enhances your looks, and it works better on women than it does men. I can tell you that right now. Let me see if I can share some pictures with you guys, but I want to be careful because I don't want you to see my prawn collection. let me go over here and see if I can find. I did some pictures of my wife, and they came out a lot better than my pictures. Let me see if I can find where I put them. And in here, no, I know where it's at. It's down here. Anybody ever try to find put shit on your damn computer? You lose your damn mind trying to find that shit. There it is. All right, let's go into here and let's do this. And this, and now I can share this with you guys. Let's pull it with you guys, and then we'll these pictures together. All right, let me present that to you. Screen window. There we go. Share. Add to stream. And there we go. And I'll take the overlay off real quick here, so you can see it better. That is one of the all right. That is a what's called barbification, where you Barbify a picture to make it look like a Barbie doll. There's a picture. Now, the original picture of this was a really, really nice picture that my wife had made at a photography studio, and so it worked out really well. Let's see, go to the next picture here. Here we go. Here's one where you cartoonize the face, so that it looks like one of these new cartoons with the big eyes on them. Here is a line drawing of a picture that my wife made when she was I guess she was in her late teens when this picture was made, and this looks more like her than the other two pictures do, but there's all this picture here looks almost exactly like the picture that I used to make these others, so you can see some of the things that this do. Here's this is an excellent picture right here of my wife. Line drawing of that picture. This is the kind of stuff you can do. I mean, it just kind of neat, I think.
Yeah, it's incredible what you can do with an app or with technology nowadays.
I know. I mean, it's just this picture here is an enhanced version of that original picture that looks almost like the picture itself, but it looks like it kind of looks painted. But it enhances the makeup depth picture.
Yeah, it's amazing because it's funny how different they all are. Yeah, I got a kick out of that. My wife was like, "Oh yeah, have them do me next," and I'm like, and he's like, "Wait." Typical women. Oh, there he is.
Am I back?
You are.
Yeah,
I got a question.
Yeah, wait for a second. Yeah.
When this happens to you, Bill, can you hear us or can you hear me, or are we stuttering on your end?
What happens when that happens? I don't realize that it's happening until after you already are seeing me stuttering and popping. But then my screens, you and I, will go black, and I'll see a little spinning circle in the middle. And then when I come back, suddenly I pop back up again, and you pop back up again, and that's what I'm over here mugging and making faces and hoping that I'm back again.
So you can't hear me talking when that.
I can't. I can hear a little bit of what you're saying. It's about like what you can hear of me.
That's what I was wondering.
And going back over here, let me move through the chat real quick. I used an AI thing to generate a picture. Yeah, okay, I saw that one. Ben Studley went to bed. Someone will let him. Johnny's been to the Outback. Now he lives over there in Oz. I never share my PayPal with anyone except that Nigerian prince that emailed him. He seems trustworthy, and he will make you rich beyond your ever means. All Nigerian princes are rich and trustworthy, yes. Oh, damn, maybe that's what I need to make me look better. It might. You never know. What time a night you have there, Jonezer?
It's almost midnight over here.
Well, yeah, it's 11:53, and we're getting close to the end of the show. Australia is the most luxurious open prison I've ever been to. It was a penal colony, so everybody there is in prison. It's just an island of prisoners. Did you get your Rolo got all his hair cut off, so he's now really looks like Ming the Merciless now. All kinds of filters on phones.
Oh, absolutely.
Used to have a bunch of cool hats, Jester one and stuff. Gave friends, kids last time I moved. Okay. See, who cartoonized my brain? It's called catfishing. Yeah, catfish. Make the picture look better than you actually look. We're living in cartoon land.
Happened to my dad. He is on an internet dating site, and he shows up to the date, and he used a current picture, and the girl that showed up to the date used a picture of her from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So he was like, whoa.
And then there's the internet disease pictures. You ever seen those where the girl takes a picture and she holds the camera way up here to take the selfie so that it's a down shot so you can't tell how fat she is?
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah. And speaking of which, if your wife can send me 10 nice photographs of her, they don't have to be selfies that she made today. They can be several different photographs. The AI will go in there and it will examine them all and then create this little set of cartoon icons for her. And then I'll send them to you, and then you can foist them upon her.
Sounds good. Appreciate that.
No problem, man. They made New Zealand into a corrections colony in the future in Star Trek, so it's just a matter of time. Okay, there you go, Nora. New Zealand is like right down the ocean a little bit there from Australia, so they kind of pick on one another. Well, one last thing before we go, I wanted to show you guys this, and today was the last day to get in on this. So if you guys haven't gotten in on this, you're going to lose out. Let me share this to the screen real quick. Phantasm Toys, and that's at phantasmtoys.com, has got the Class 10 Terra Tub for sale for $80. Now, you're thinking, $80 for this? Why does it cost so much money? Because this is a customizing site. All these things that you see for sale here are hand poured resin. Okay. This guy's doing this on his own, but he's good. And this is it. It's this Ghostbusters 2 tub with the tub slime creature in it. And it comes with the tub with movable claw feet. It comes with the slime monster inside the tub, which is removable. It comes with a little jar of slime, and it comes with a rubber ducky and a sponge, a bath sponge, and it comes in this box, okay? And as you can see, it says the Real Ghost Makers, and it's a Class 10 Terra tub.
I was just going to ask how they can get around using this intellectual property without getting the pantsuit off of them, but you just answered my question.
Yes, sir. But I ordered this and pre-order. The pre-order today, and after today, the pre-orders are supposed to be over with on this. And yes, it is a pretty penny, but I think it is well worth the money. And yeah, it's about 1/12 scale size or a little bigger. It's big enough. It absolutely works. If you saw that one picture with the Real Ghostbusters action figures from back in the day, or the remakes that they did here recently.
Lyric has the remakes.
Yes.
So he was very into that.
And Rolo really liked that. And the size, yeah, the size is it's sized up to go with the Real Ghostbusters action figures. And it's very expensive, but for what it's worth, I'm getting it, and it can be used not for just Ghostbusters. I mean, He-Man can take a bath in it, or whatever, you know. You can use this for a lot of different things, but I just thought it was cool as hell. And I got turned on to this by Geek Dad Life. I don't know if you guys watch his channel. I watch him every once in a while when I can.
Yeah, I'm subbed to him. I've been subbed to him a long time.
Yeah. And Rolo says respect to the guy. I love it. Yeah. And like I said, these are not made to order. He's got a certain amount of these he's going to sell. When he runs out, he runs out. I think it's pre-order only. So he'll make them pre-ordered, and then that's it. So the pre-order window is going to be over with here pretty soon. So probably in 1 minute. So hit it while you can. If you don't, you lose out. And I would imagine these things are do like the rest of the stuff that this guy does. If it ever hits the secondary market, you're going to pay out the butthole for it. So it's going to be a lot more than $80 if you try to get it on Evil Bay. Exclusive preview on Laser Sharks, ? Only on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures Patreon. We'll discuss that, Rolo, in the future. I've been really, really busy, and it's fixing to be summertime, and I've got the bike back running again. So, yeah, we'll try to get some kind of exclusive thing with the Laser Sharks on Patreon soon, Rolo. Stay tuned, folks. You never know what might show up. You got anything for us there, Jonezer, before the night's over with?
No, not really. I very much enjoyed going on a weird, fantastic adventure. Maybe next time we'll have some toys in it, but it was cool going back in time and looking at that computer thing and making fun of it some. And it's always a good time ratting with you, Bill. And I love, seeing the comments from the chat. And I just have a ball here. So I appreciate you inviting me on. And that's about all I got.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody in the chat who stayed with us for the whole 2 hours. Usually I go an hour and a half or an hour, but tonight we went for the whole 2 hours, with the whole 9 yards there. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Please hit your like buttons. Make sure you're subscribed. Share the video. Hit the notification bell if you haven't done that. All that stuff. Help a man out. And we'll see you all next time. In the meantime, have a good journey. Special thanks to these supporters on Patreon. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like and subscribe and share the video.